Welcome back to Sunrise. So get ready to be inspired or moved. Get your tissues ready. So it all started with one tiny fighter, a 29-week-old, 2-pound baby boy who defied the odds and battled through 2 months in the NICU to survive. And that's when certified registered neonatal nurse Stacy-Ann Burnett-Brissett had her light bulb moment. So these little warriors deserve to graduate, she decided. And so Tiny Yet Mighty was born, a graduate program for premature babies. But wait, it gets even better. This initiative didn't just stop there. It grew and blossomed over time, all thanks to the power of community support and recognition. So from parents proudly sharing graduation pics to sponsors stepping in to lend a helping hand, it's been a journey filled with love and hope. Founder and director of Tiny Yet Mighty, Stacy-Ann Burnett-Brissett, alongside certified neonatal registered nurse and co-director of Tiny Yet Mighty, Linda Bennett, joins us this morning with, well, it would have been 2, but we do have 1 Tiny Yet Mighty graduate, Lovena-Belle, and we're going to hear the story about Aboney Emma-Rae. Good morning,
Hi, ladies.
Is this where I say hello, nurse?
First of all, thank you for what you do.
Yes.
I remember the first time I became aware of Tiny Yet Mighty, I was just like, wow. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad that somebody had this moment and decided to give these kids this experience.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
It is.
And I'm happy to meet the person who did it, you know?
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Let's talk a little bit about it. Premature babies typically are babies born before what time?
Okay, you have in different categories. You have late preterm, they are born 34 to 36 weeks of completed pregnancy.
Right.
And then you have our preterm, they are born up to theirs are 28 to 34 weeks. And then we have our tiny ones that are 28 weeks and less. And then you have the micro preemies that are 25 weeks and less.
And when you say micro, you know, I mean, we're literally talking about
a palm, in the palm of your
the
hand.
baby can literally fit in
like
the palm
his
of your
hand
hand.
is also bigger, so they will like fit so nicely.
Yeah.
In his hand.
What are the risks that can be, or what are the risks associated with being premature? I know that there's a whole laundry list, but maybe give us a shortened version.
Well, you have respiratory distress syndrome. You may find that they have retinopathy of the prematurity, which is the eyes, right? And you may find that they are not so large, so you have reduced like fat.
Yes.
Yes.
One of the things I've been aware of is how like you calculate and judge their age. So they were born at 6 months. But then, so like when you ask the parent how old the baby is, like they'll tell you it in a particular way. Could you explain that?
Okay, like we would say to them, especially in their development, don't rush them because remember she was born at 6 months. So her 6 months, or 3 months is really 9 months.
Right.
So don't rush her if she's not rolling over like the other 9-monthers are rolling over because she's behind it 3 months. But a lot of my warriors don't do that. They do their thing when they're supposed to do their thing.
Is there something that you do a little bit differently when you mention your warriors? What is it that you go in each day saying, I'm going to make sure this baby hits these milestones? How can you help
First thing, this is a program that came from God himself.
Yes.
I did not like the tiny babies.
Yeah.
They're too much work. They're too slow in drinking. I just want to feed and go about my business. I have to sit there and, you know, when you're feeding these tiny ones, we have to feed them last.
Right.
So we feed the bigger ones first, especially Spanish Town didn't really have a NICU per se at the time in 2017. So these warriors that started this was real. I've called them the real warriors.
Yeah.
Now we have nice machineries and stuff like that. And it was just an epiphany one day. I just was watching YouTube and I saw one little baby that they graduated from a NICU abroad. And I was like, my guys deserve this too. We may be third world, but we're first world.
That's right.
And then I said, this little boy was just so amazing. He inspired us so much. And he just fought. And every day that we thought that they would die, and they do die on us. A lot of times. They do that. That's the one that you're going to meet, and Emma-Rae did that to us multiple times. And that's why I brought them here today for their story to be told. And it just is it's hard for us when they don't make it, and it's a joy for us when they do. And it is just such an amazing thing, and that's where it was birthed out of God himself, because I did not like the tiny babies.
And it's important to do what you feel like you're being called to do rather than just what you like doing.
Yeah.
I feel like God just tied my waist and just pulled me back to the tiny one. What became of it after that, I'm in awe of God every day. Every day Spanish Town Hospital gets a chance to see a miracle. These tiny babies have no business living. I get emotional when I talk about them. I'm so passionate about them. They don't have any business living, especially here.
Yeah.
First, we're supposed to do what we are doing. And we have a very committed team. Spanish Town team, we're a team, we're a family. And we go through from janitors, porters, security. Everybody's in on Tiny and Mighty. We have the nutritionists, the doctors. We have the lab technicians. We have radiology. We have everybody is just on board, and the doctors and the nurses. Oh, come on, everybody is just on board. When one die, everybody is. It's a somber moment, especially if they're there with us for like 2 months. Give mommy hope and everything. And then there was that wail that you hear when mommy come in and realize that it's not happening. It tears everybody up in the unit. And so we had this one special one that was there with us for probably like 4 months. It was just, we just couldn't feed him. We gave him a little bit of formula and it just wouldn't happen. And he ended up dying after 4 months. That was the harshest one for us. And so we retired a uniform in his name. So he has his mother got the uniform and the cap is on the board at work for that specific one.
Right.
One of your graduates is here with us this morning.
Yes, she is.
We're going to welcome Lovena-Belle as she comes to join us.
And her mom.
And her mommy, yes.
We have a little tiny things we want to show you.
Tell us a little bit about Lovena's story.
Mommy can tell you.
Well, no, I'm going to ask you to share it. Mommy doesn't have one.
She doesn't mind. Okay. Lovena-Belle, she was born.
Stay with us, stay with us.
She was born at 26 weeks.
26.
26 weeks.
So
and she
what
was
did she weigh at the time?
0.69 kilograms, 1.25 pounds. She's the face of Tiny and Mighty. She came in when we just got our machine that we call God's Hands. It's a CPAP machine. And it was used on her. She was so tiny. She was so tiny. We had to, when we were bringing her around, we had to get a little basin and stuff it up. And so she could go.
You had to stuff up the basin.
Stuff it up. Like, I'm going to show you the diaper that she wore. And she was just born.
My word.
So she wore, not this one.
Oh, my word.
Whoa.
Look at how minuscule.
There's a smaller one.
It's like a
She
doll
wore this
baby.
one?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
That one.
Wow.
And this one. This is the Pampers brand, and that's a Huggies brand. Okay. So when she was born, that's the size that she wore at 1.5 pounds. So you can put it in the palm of your hand, you can really see how small they are.
I'm going to put this in my palm, so you can
Right.
That's unbelievable.
And
look at her now.
Look at, and she graduated to this one.
Wow. Let's ask Mommy, just what ran through your mind when your little one came at 26 weeks? Honestly, what were you thinking? What did you expect?
Well, good morning, everyone. I didn't expect her to come so early.
Yeah.
But the night before she was born, I prayed. And then the morning, when they took me to the operating theater, it's just like all worries just leave me. So I just couldn't find it in me to worry. Yeah. So I didn't worry about it. I just leave everything to God, because I know God will do his job.
And when you look at the ladies who sit here and you think about your experience at the Spanish Town Hospital, I mean, the amount of time that she spent in the NICU, what was that experience like? And what do you feel when you look at the women who literally took care of your little one?
I feel very elated. When I met Miss Burnett, I remember I was going to school, and when I was supposed to go in for update, because when they're in the nurse, you go for update. And I remember I just told Miss Burnett, you're there, you're gonna take over as the mother. You're gonna take all the updates. I have school. I to her, you do the rest. You know, because when you trust everything in God's hand, God will take care. So I'm very happy, and I'm happy about the job that they're doing, because it helps a lot of mothers to not to worry about the situation and that they have persons who they entrust their kids in their care.
Indeed.
And
Indeed.
it's wonderful, and it's a wonderful program.
Absolutely. Lovena, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Welcome to CVMTV. What school do you go to?
Good tidings.
Okay, what's the name of your teacher?
Auntie Reyes.
Okay, tell Auntie good morning. Look at this camera and tell Auntie good morning.
Good morning.
All right, and say thank you for watching me on TV.
Thank you for watching me on TV.
Awesome. High five, high five, high five.
How old is she now?
She's 5.
5.
Oh, nice. You're a brilliant and beautiful 5-year-old.
Yeah,
Lovena-Belle, more J. Milk of honey gone.
Yeah, she has that many names.
Lovena-Belle, thank you very much. Thank you so much for what you do. Keep doing what you do. I pray for your strength. I pray for peace and, you know, just the continued drive to make a change and to continue doing great work.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you very much. Our guests have been Stacy-Ann, Burnett-Brissett, Linda Bennett of Tiny Yet Mighty, and of course our adorable graduate Lovena-Belle and her mom. It's now time for another break. We'll be right back.